Hey, in this video, we're breaking down how to set up and manage a health and safety committee in a way that actually works in the real world. The whole goal here is simple: to build a workplace where people feel safe, supported, and protected. A good committee isn't just a box to tick, it's the heartbeat of a healthy safety culture. Let's walk through what it actually takes to set up and run a solid health and safety committee. A committee gives the workplace a dedicated space to watch over everyone's well being. It pushes for a safe environment by spotting risks early. It makes sure workers have a real say in how safety decisions are made. It keeps hazards from slipping through the cracks, and it keeps your organization aligned with all the regulations that apply to your industry. When everyone has a voice, safety becomes a team effort instead of a top down rule. Health and safety committees genuinely shift the vibe inside a workplace. They open communication between management and frontline workers, which breaks down those hidden gaps where issues can go unnoticed. They reduce incidents and near misses because people are actively paying attention and speaking up. And they raise risk awareness across the entire organization, turning safety from something reactive into something proactive. Every workplace sits under a handful of safety laws and regulations, and it's important to know exactly which ones apply to you. You'll want to confirm whether your workplace is legally required to have a committee based on your size and industry. Then, make sure your committee's structure follows the rules. Things like representation, meeting frequency, documentation, and responsibilities. And yes, keep records of everything. If it's not documented, it basically didn't happen in the eyes of regulators. Setting up a solid committee starts with clarity. Define what the committee is supposed to do, its mission, objectives, and responsibilities. Then figure out how big it needs to be and what structure makes sense based on your workplace. After that, appoint or elect members who truly represent different parts of the organization. Decide how often you'll meet and how decisions will be made. And finally, put everything into a formal charter so everyone knows the rules of the game. A good committee has balance, equal voices from management and workers so the conversation stays fair. You'll need a chairperson to guide meetings and a secretary to handle records and minutes. Some workplaces also use subcommittees when certain issues need more focused attention. Every member should know exactly what their role is so nothing gets lost in the shuffle. Picking the right people makes a huge difference. You want a mix of folks who understand different parts of the workplace, especially those who see the risks firsthand. Operational staff, supervisors, technicians, all of them bring something valuable, and even if someone isn't an expert yet, that's fine. What matters is willingness to learn because training will give them the skills they need to contribute meaningfully. Once your committee is up and running, its responsibilities kick in. That means doing regular safety inspections, reviewing every incident and near miss, and digging into hazards so the right fixes can be recommended. The committee also keeps track of action items to make sure nothing gets forgotten, and it supports the organization by advising on safety programs and training. Meetings are where the real work happens, so they need to be structured. Share an agenda ahead of time so everyone's ready to participate. Keep the conversation focused and solution-driven. Make space for everyone to speak so it isn't just the same voices dominating the room. Always document minutes and action items clearly, and make sure you follow up at the next meeting. Progress depends on consistency. Transparency builds trust. People need to know what the committee is working on, what issues are being found, and what improvements are being put in place. Share updates through multiple channels so nothing gets lost. Emails, bulletin boards, team meetings, whatever works. And keep communication clear and simple so everyone, regardless of their role, understands what's going on. When employees see real action, their engagement skyrockets. A committee is only as strong as the knowledge of its members. Training should cover hazard recognition, risk assessment, incident investigation, and the regulations your workplace has to follow. Skills fade over time, so refresher training is essential. New risks pop up, standards change, and technology evolves. Your members need to stay sharp to keep up. A positive safety culture doesn't happen by accident. It takes trust, consistency, and visible leadership. Workers should feel safe reporting hazards without fear of blame. Committee members should model the behaviors they want the workplace to adopt. celebrate wins no matter how small, because recognition builds momentum, and weave safety into daily routines so it becomes second nature instead of an afterthought. Now, to know whether your committee is actually effective, you need data. Track indicators like incident rates, inspection completion, and how quickly hazards are resolved. Review your performance at least once a year and gather feedback from across the organization. If communication isn't reaching everyone or action items aren't moving, adjust the process. Improvement is a constant cycle, not a one-time task. Every committee hits obstacles. Sometimes engagement drops, and people start phoning it in. Sometimes attendance becomes inconsistent, or corrective actions take forever to get done. These issues can be solved with clear communication, visible follow-ups, and structured support from management. And when expertise is lacking, targeted training or outside specialists can fill the gaps. The best committees never settle. They keep reviewing policies, updating processes, and scanning for new risks. They stay plugged into industry trends and learn from other organizations, and they invite feedback from everyone, not just committee members, because frontline workers often spot issues long before anyone else does. As workplaces evolve, the committee should evolve with them. A strong health and safety committee creates more than rules. It builds a culture where people feel valued and protected. When workers and management collaborate, risks get caught early and incidents drop over time. Safety becomes part of the workplace identity. That's the kind of environment where people thrive, stay healthy, and feel confident every day they show up. All right, let's wrap things up. A health and safety committee isn't just a meeting group or a legal requirement. It's a team that shapes how safe a workplace feels every single day. When people communicate openly, follow through on action items, and actually support each other, safety stops being a checklist and becomes part of the culture. The real win is when everyone, from the newest hire to senior management, feels like they have a role in keeping the workplace safe. That's how you build consistency, trust, and long-term well-being. And if your committee stays active, engaged, and adaptable, your safety culture will only get stronger with time. Thanks for sticking through this walkthrough. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully it leaves you feeling more ready to build a committee that actually makes a difference.